Welcome to another episode of $1 Million Worth of Game Business Spotlight.
Yes.
And listen, this is a big one. This is a big one. Omega Accounting Solutions is here. We got the CEO, Jay, is here today. Listen, man, this is going to be something special.
Yes.
All business owners, if you own a business, everybody in the United States of America, if you own a business, even if you don't own a business, you got a friend, you got an associate, you got a mother, you got an uncle, you got a cousin, you got somebody, one of your college buddies or whatever. I don't know who you know, but if you know somebody that own a business, send this to them. They need this information. This information is Jay ready to tell them about, and Bart going to tell them about. Listen, it's amazing. I'm talking about, Jay, could you tell them what Omega Accounting Solutions do for owners of businesses?
Yeah, so we work with small business owners, and we've been working on this employee retention tax credit, which is a credit for businesses or nonprofits that had employees during the pandemic, people that were distressed by the government shutting us down and not being able to operate, but they kept their people employed. They kept those paychecks going. There's relief for them. It is a massive relief bill that I've never seen small business owners really get access to. So far, we've helped 2,500 business owners get almost $700 million in tax credits. So this is real dollars that small business owners need to know about.
Oh, could you take that back real quick? How many business owners did you help, and how much money did you get them?
2,500, about $700 million. So
$700 million. You're chasing $1 billion.
We are chasing $1 billion.
So can I say this? How long did it take y'all to do that?
That's been the last 2 years. And
24 months y'all do that, and a lot of people don't even know about this. But how long did this last?
So this program lasts for another 2 years. So essentially, the clock is ticking, and there's billions of dollars that the government has outlined that are just sitting there.
So basically, it's business owners all over the country that's missing out on money that they could be getting.
They're missing out because this accounting industry let them down. The accounting industry was taxed out, no pun intended, during the COVID. There was a bunch of changes they had to go through. Business owners had to navigate social distancing and how to modify their business during a pandemic. So there's just a lot going on, and this was an overlooked tax credit that got really brought back into the fold in the beginning of 21 by the Biden administration. And so, a lot of people just don't have the right information about it, and so we're seeing people hear about this from the radio or influencers when they really should be hearing about it from their accounting experts. So yeah, there's a lot of people who don't know.
So you mean to tell me, if my name is Bob, I live in Middle America in Iowa, Michigan,
Dubuque, Iowa,
yeah, whatever,
right,
and I have a small little market, employ about 10, 15 people. I was taking care of them during the pandemic and everything. What could come my way if I get with Omega?
Yeah, if you've got 10 employees, we could get you up to $260,000 in tax credits for keeping those people employed during 2020 and 2021. So, and it's the kind of thing where it takes about 8 minutes for us to walk you through the process. And if you're a business owner, you need to be looking at this. Even if you don't qualify, to not even take the look to see if you qualify for the money. We've helped universities get the credit. We've helped churches get the credit. The employees are not just for profit; it's non-for-profit as well.
Too.
Absolutely. So, if you had employees and you kept them on the payroll and you weathered that storm, you should look, because there's relief for you.
And you mean to tell me that I come to Omega, hey Omega, how you doing? They'd be like, hey, come on in, sit down, talk to us for a minute. I sit there, talk to you, and I just give up, pass over my paperwork to make sure that I'm in good standings. And
because the paperwork make the paperwork.
The paperwork make the paperwork. And then after that, y'all give me a case manager that I deal with directly?
Correct. We're going to assign someone who's going to walk you through the whole process. Because the reality is you qualify one of two ways. One, your revenue was really down because you were impacted. Or two, all the social distancing, all the government shutdown orders really impacted the way you operated your business. And so, yeah, you give us your information. We're going to go through it. We're going to see if we can qualify you. And so really, people who are in cities that were really locked down are people that really should be looking at this too. Because if you were in Chicago, or if you were in Los Angeles, if you were in Philadelphia
was locked down.
You were locked down.
New York,
you were impacted.
Yo, you
couldn't operate the same way.
You know how crazy it was. It was a moment that I was coming through Philadelphia, and it was like, do you ever see The Walking Dead?
Yes.
You remember when Rick first went to Atlanta when he was riding on the horse?
Yes.
That's how I felt. I'm talking about everything.
Seen The Walking Dead in prison?
Yeah, everything was done. I'm talking about everything, every business I know was They was just struggling to stay alive, but it was still ones that was open. So you mean to tell me that the government is saying, listen, to all employers out there, listen, if you are an owner of a business, if you're an employer out there, and you did what you supposed to do and you took care of people, even though times was rough, we're going to reward you. That's what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
So this is amazing, though. And it's up to 20, how much?
Up to $26,000 per employee.
Per employee.
Yeah, up to 500 employees.
Do you have to pay it back?
You don't have to pay it back. No, it's a tax credit. So you're going to get a check from the IRS. It's taxable to you, so you got to pay your taxes on that. But if someone's going to give you $1 million, you got to pay a tax on it. You're going to take the $1 million.
And as a business owner, is this money for me to give back to my employees, or it's just for me, for my business?
Well, I can just work my pockets out with it.
It's however you want to dispose of it. But yeah, that's the reward for you keeping people employed.
So so I kept people employed. I went through the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about I lost weight. I plenty of nights crying. I don't know how I'm do it. I don't want to fire Sherelle, but I might have to. Oh my God.
Yeah, all that.
But you didn't. Now the government is saying, here's for the 12 employees that you had. Mm-hmm. You want to buy Casamigos, Reposado. You want to take a trip to Mexico. Ole que pasa.
Whatever. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
There's
you
no
can do
strings
whatever
attached.
you want to do.
It's your money. You're getting it back.
So you can get that money and just say, okay, I had 30 employees. They're giving me this money. I want to take this money and open up a whole different business.
There's no restrictions on how you spend it. There were certain loan programs that went out during the pandemic, and you had to use it to operate the business. This is an after the fact return. So this is, you spent the money already. You already cut that check. Here's a refund to help you offset the burden of running the business.
That's a hell of a startup. If
It's an advantage. I mean, the way I explain it to people is, hey, if you're not taking this money, your competitor is, and you're giving them an advantage in competing against you. So you need to look at this as an opportunity to, whether you're getting some relief for what you put out there, or it's a way to invest back into your business, or to give to your employees.
Or it's just sitting there. If you don't take advantage of this shit, it's just sitting there.
It is.
So why not get with Omega Solutions, right? Mm-hmm. You get with Omega Solutions, and what Omega Solutions going to do, they're going to go through the paperwork.
They're going to sock it to your pocket like a rocket.
You don't have to do nothing.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about you don't have to do nothing but just sit there. You know what I mean? And just, man, Omega do everything for you.
You do got to do something. You got to have your paperwork right.
You got to have that paperwork right.
Paperwork right, your taxes. You got to.
Yeah.
You don't be trying to add your cousin who really don't work for your business on it. None of that slick shit.
Yeah, don't do nothing.
These are the best of the best. They're going to tell you, Johnny Parsons, he didn't work for your business last year. You lied. We can't do nothing for you. So don't try no slick shit.
Don't do none of that.
Just come straight forward. If you had 3 employees, put 3 employees on there. That's going to be 3 employees times 26,000. Make sure your taxes is right. Make sure all your paperwork is right. Mm-hmm. And this could be a beautiful situation.
What is the main paperwork that y'all need to see?
Yeah, so we look at payroll information. So that's what we're going to verify.
Yeah.
Who you paid and how much you paid. We're going to look at some of your tax return information, and then if we gotta look at how COVID shutdown orders impacted you, it's a little bit more of a process. We're going to get you on the phone. We're going to talk to you about how your business was impacted. We're going to document that. And we're going to make sure that you're good when you file with the IRS.
So when they go through the process, they just 8 minutes. They go through the process, and then it's just a waiting game now.
It's a waiting game.
It's like you got it or you don't.
Well, yeah, and the waiting game, unfortunately, with the IRS, they're behind too. They had COVID to go through. They had to deal with all the things that businesses dealt with. So
did they? Because Sam, when we was paying taxes, Sam was like,
don't pay right now.
Don't give us the millions because you COVID. Y'all keep the IRS was going through it too.
Absolutely.
Because I can't tell.
We file for people all the time, and it takes the IRS 10 months or 12 months to cut a check. And so, but because of that, we came up with a funding solution where we can help people get access to their money earlier. But the reality is, once we get your paperwork, we can get you filed within 3 to 4 weeks, and then it's a waiting game for the IRS to get caught up. They're behind. So.
Yeah, well, a lot of times they'll get caught up when you're least expecting it. Oh, your check's here for your 47 employees.
Now, usually they're better at giving you an invoice than cutting you a check. But,
that invoice. Now, people want to know, like, what Omega's doing all this for me. What do I got to do for Omega?
All they got to do for Omega is pick up the phone or go to the website, give us their information. You know, and what they should be doing is spreading the word. I mean, everybody knows someone who's a part of a business or, you know, supporting their family in that respect. So spread the word, get it out there.
It's going to be, listen, this is going to be major.
So basically, everybody that we gave for the $4.5 million to, they could double right back and go to Omega, right?
Especially if they was taking care
because
of
they had
employees.
all their paperwork right. They already went through the process.
Yeah,
of,
how many businesses was that? How many businesses?
Man, it was a
man,
lot.
It was a lot, man. We gave most businesses. We gave 25,000 to. Then it was 50.
It was a
We
bunch
gave
of
a
them.
couple of them. We gave
Some of
100.
them we gave 300,000.
Yeah. So
100,000, 75, 50.
So it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
And so imagine, you know, those businesses getting 25,000 or being able to get, you know, a couple $100,000 of employee retention credit. I mean, there's big dollars at stake for these businesses.
And all of the businesses would pretty much be eligible because their paperwork already went through the process of seeing if, you know, everything was real. And so, yeah, that's a great double.
That was just
back.
one market.
And that was just one market.
Right.
We talking, if you're in Chicago, you in Atlanta, you in Detroit, you in Tennessee, what are you waiting for? There's some money out there waiting for you. I don't know about you, but if there's somebody out there waiting for me, I'm going to get it.
Yes.
I'm 100 down.
When you want to get it before it goes away.
Yes.
You've got a couple of years, so I wouldn't wait too long.
Right. I think you should do it now.
Yes.
So how do they got to come to the website?
Yeah, so they can go to omegataxcredits.com /barstool, or we've got a phone number they can call. It's 855-505-DAVE.
Dave.
Yeah.
And then they can talk to one of our client success managers.
All right. So make sure y'all tap in.
Please.
With Omega Accounting Solutions. That's say the number one more time.
855-505-DAVE. Dave.
Or the website.
Is omegataxcredits.com
/Barstool.
Yep.
Listen,
Tap
man.
in, man.
That was another episode of $1 Million Worth of Game Business Spotlight, man. Thank you to Jay. Thank you to Bart. Listen, I'm telling you guys, get with Omega right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait. And listen, tell a friend that's going to tell a friend that's going to tell a friend that's going to tell a friend that own a business. Because if you own a business and you in America, there's so many people that don't know about what Omega is doing and don't know about what the government is doing. But one thing that's so good, Omega is going to do everything for you. Going to give you a case manager and they're going to help you get the money that's looking for you. Think about this. There's money out there that's looking for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
You not looking back.
You right there.
The money like
Business
this.
owner in
Money looking
Ohio,
around the corner like this. but you not looking
California,
back for it.
in Oakland, in Seattle.
You playing
and
hide and
you,
seek with the money.
the business person.
You
You
play
right
hide
there.
and seek. The money like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You running it high in front of money.
It's your money.
It's right here. 805-505 Dave, right?
855-505-DAVE. Yep.
And go there. And listen, omegataxcredit.com /Barstool. What are you waiting for? Come get your money. And it's just like that.
Right.